You're really gonna face us against each other, are you?
I should probably take someone a bit higher, because I think you were like gold or something, right? Or
I was gold. I'm silver.
oh,
I
okay,
get I get demoted. I'm not sure it's because I'm bad. I think it's more like I don't play.
okay.
Alright. Any map you want?
Um,
Or doesn't matter? Are you gonna...
I don't really know that many maps. To be
Okay.
fair,
Loki,
I
you
mean
wanna make
I
it?
know the map.
Let's take...
No, you just make something. Surprise me.
Right.
Surprise you.
WCS into Bali.
Oh, are you creating?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, how do you usually open against Terran? Do you get like a set opener which you follow?
No,
Or is it random?
I don't have any tactics against anyone. I just like
Okay.
build something. I mean, I once played a game again versus Neil from LBNT, where he was playing Terran, and I early expanded on him. Forge fast expanded on the Terran.
Well, it was...
And he was like, "What are you doing, Garvey? Why are you doing this? That doesn't make any sense. Are you stupid or something?" And then I took out his third base and almost destroyed his like whole army. But I mismicroed and I got caught in a really good position by him and died. But I almost beat him. And he's like, was he diamonds or platinum maybe?
You just got promoted back to Platinum, yes. You ready?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Aurora wants me to smack talk him while we stream.
Does he really?
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Well, we always do that to each other when we Skype.
Oh. The bromance, right?
Yeah. Or like a LBNT rivalry, more like.
Alright.
I can't remember. Can't remember what is. Is that one? Yeah. That.
So just go for a 9 pylon, of course, and a 13 gate. You want to have it close to the Nexus? Just so your
I normally place it close to the Nexus just so I can get some. I can get it faster.
Yeah. It's best to... Because your prop has to travel less time and you get a little bit more faster minerals. Makes your build go a bit smoother and... Yeah. At 13, well, this is a WCS version, so it can't be horizontal spawn. I'll tell it to...
Oh fuck! Oh, sorry. Oh damn! I used it.
Yeah, that's okay.
You must construct additional pylons.
So we can only be in the top left or cross on this version.
Why no horizontal spawn? That seems a bit weird.
Because it's imbalanced map spawns for tournaments. But
Yeah, it's really close.
yeah, it's really annoying.
Your
But
thirds are so close to each other.
okay, now you go scout him after the gate. You wanna go scout? Well, on this map, you should remind the Marine will always be out between 3 minutes, 3:05. You really wanna be out of Terran's base. So the chance that you're gonna be able to scout him is small. But you wanna just make sure, is he expanding, yes or no? And if you don't get info at the probe, you need to go with your first Zealot just to check what it's up to.
Alright.
Okay. Saturate the gas, get a second pylon at the ramp. And get Cyber as well. Why the pylon at the ramp is because you can warp on the low ground, so if you suspect him from going for a 2-rax pressure or something, you can always warp on the low ground, so you don't have to warp in your base and you just have to walk to the front. You scouted the wrong base.
Oh, snap.
Happens.
I'm only silver.
Yeah. You want to take your expansion. You're just gonna one gate expand. So you want to take your expansion at 27. So you have Stalker after Zealot. Get Warp Gate.
Sorry, I was a bit preoccupied fighting someone there.
That's cool. Don't queue so much props. Cancel. Make Stalker.
How many rows is normally to have like an?
Yeah. Now make another pylon and get a probe to your natural. How many? Just make us. Well, the ultimate amount of probes in the late game, you wanna be at 75. You just put the proxy pylon down there for no reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's gonna
Just-
delay. It's gonna delay a Nexus a little bit though, but that's okay. Just get the Nexus as soon as you have 400 minerals right now. And keybind your Stalker and send your Stalker to his front. You wanna see what he's up to. An attack move, of course. Then make a sentry. The thing is, if you make the sentry right now and he's 2-rexing you, if you make the sentry after Stalker, the sentry will have Guardian Shield. So your Zealots and your entire army gets 2 armor. Now you want to add 2 gates
Alright.
to your next 300 minerals. And keep making those probes. Watch out with the Stalker, don't lose it. Yeah, your Stalker should have died normally, but... You didn't see an expo, you
So-
saw a tech lab.
Do you want me to kill my stalker?
Oh.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe.
Alright, fix
I don't know, that's
the
like-
rally point on your Nexus on the natural. You have, if you can box the props on the middle line, you see you have 3 props too much, so just transfer 3 props to your natural and change the rally point of the Nexus as well. Morph to Warp Gate. And we'll go for a bit later upgrades, but we'll go for a little faster tick instead. So let's get a Twilight Council and do a small warping as well of 2 Zealots and a Stalker.
Oh wait, that was the wrong one. Never mind.
It's fine, don't worry. It doesn't matter too much. But it's nice that you keep the Stalker on the Watchtower, so you know when it's incoming. But now we have a lot of minerals again, so keep making props in the first place and add 2 extra gates for now. Because your economy isn't high enough to support 7 just yet, but we'll go up to 7 pretty soon. So just add 2 for now and start charge.
You want me to start charge?
Yes.
Okay. I can do that.
And then warp a few Zealots and get a forge as soon as you have the money for it. Without cutting probes, huh? You want to keep making probes. If you have to cut a Zealot to get the forge up, that's fine. Charge is gonna just help you with a lot of stuff. So let's get a forge. 1 forge is fine for now. So we're gonna be on 5 gates soon. 5 gates is 10 supply plus 2 from 1 for each probe.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be 12 supplies. So we wanna add 2 pylons after every warping. Saturate the gas as well on your natural. And look, now we have a lot of money again. Even after our warping, we have a lot of money. So make sure we start armor, and we're gonna add 2 extra gates behind it. And a Templar Archive. You wanna put the Templar Archive in your main, preferably. Alright. What are the 2 things that can happen at 2 minutes from turn? He can do a medivac timing on your front, or he can drop you. So make sure you have 4 Stalkers, 4 to 5 Stalkers in your main, and put a cannon behind your mineral line, just in case. You have the Zalnaga Watchtower, you know when it's incoming, so in theory there's no need for your army to be at the front. So just put Stalkers in your main. So Templar Archives is finishing up. You have a lot of gas. Start Storm. More of those 2 gates at the front in warp gates. Get a second forge. Get your 4th gas. Your stalkers are still not in your main base. You could, well, you know, you could have already been dropped and all your probes would have died. So,
Well, I didn't make a fusion cannon to, like. Also, I. Well,
yeah,
I
it's
should
cool.
prob-
Don't worry. Now you warp in a couple of High Templars with your next warping round, and you go take a 3rd base and destroy those rocks. Why do you make the High Templar right now? Is simply, yeah, you want them to accumulate energy. So as soon as Storm finishes, you can, yeah. Don't forget your 4th gas guys, or your natural, man. And you can start +1 weapons as well from your 2nd forge. And your +1 armor is about to finish, so save another 150 gas for your 2nd armor upgrade. Yeah, you just killed this heli.
I saw.
Oh well. Don't forget to destroy those rocks, huh?
Mm-hmm.
If it's going too fast, just say.
Search complete.
No, I'm fine. I can
Okay.
easily keep up with this.
Perfect. Now keep warping in.
What do you want me to warp in Stalkers or something to have some air
A
support?
few stalkers, but mainly zealot. You want to go quite zealot heavy. We're not gonna switch to Colossus just yet. We only need the stalkers when we go Colossus, really. Now, the same rule applies to in your main. You want to have some stalkers at your 3rd, and perhaps some cannon as well. Just so you don't have to move too much with your army, so you don't have to pull your entire army to defend against the drop, if you know what I mean. So now, we're at 13 minutes. Add a robo. You can add the robo earlier in if you don't feel comfortable playing so blind. But there's usually a limited amount of strategies Terran can do, so I usually don't use the robo. But you can use the robo a lot earlier for observers if you feel safer like that. What you
Shouldn't I
Yeah.
like make an attack soon?
Well, you want to attack with Colossus plus High Templar, yeah? Because the Terran, with good micro, a Terran can easily out micro your Colossus if
But
it gets flight.
it's Aurora.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's say it's a normal Terran. But
Oh.
look, he's pushing you. He's
I see.
demanding you to storm him right now. There you go. You can feed back as well on the medivacs and focus the medivacs with the stalkers. If you can kill the medivacs, that's a big deal for Terran. There you go. There's a drop
Oh my
going off.
god, he attacked my.
Yeah, warping. Your stalkers are still dealing damage. And try to focus on the medivac as well. The medivac is the important part here. There's still one medivac at the front. You see it with the pylon. So, now, try and get Colossus up. You didn't take too much losses economy-wise. Well, 17 workers is a fair amount. But... but you did a lot of damage to him. So just try to keep probing up. You're still on 41 probes, so it's alright. It's not the worst case scenario. But now you want to get your Colossus up and just stabilize, really. Usually, if your economy gets untouched and you defend the push plus the drops, just expand again. But now we want to still focus on upgrades. So make sure you got your forges busy upgrading until you got 3-3. Alright, you want to drop him back. Payback time, that's fair enough. If you're gonna drop a Terra, you want to focus on 3 things in particular. It's Armory, Reactor on the Starport, or Ghost Academy. That's what you want to focus on. But don't forget to spend your money. Don't forget to keep making props. And make sure all your gases are mining gas. Because that's not the case at the moment. And we go in Colossus. To protect Colossus we need Stalkers with Blink. So let's get Blink.
Mineral field depleted.
Because you want to blink under the Vikings.
Base is under attack.
Oh, what's your natural? What's your natural?
I see.
Okay, okay. Try to snipe that. Nice feedback. Alright, get the probes back to mining. You want to saturate that base again, because it's very undersaturated. So just rally all your next eye to the natural. And try to get it probed up again. You still have that warp prism on the side of his base, so...
I'm gonna drop now.
Okay.
Oh crap!
You saved the warp prism, that's fine. And I agree, medivacs are way more efficient. Keep making Colossus.
Research complete. Mineral field depleted.
So, pure theory-wise, you want to have 3 to 5 Colossus, maximum 5.
Research complete.
3
The
to
amount
5.
of you want to have between 5 and 8 High Templars, and then you want to just have a ton of Zealots. You got enough Stalkers, so don't warp any more Stalkers. You got 16, that's a perfect number to snipe Vikings with. So now you just want to add Zealots and Archons to buffer, while you get more Colossus. Also, what are we not doing? I mean, if I ask you the question now, on how many bases is he? You don't know. For all you know, he's on twin. He has the entire map. So, what you can do is you can either send a Zealot to every possible base to check it out, or get a second Robo and get some Observer. You can actually add a second Robo at the moment, because you have the income for it. And take a fourth base as well. So, the Zealot you sent out now, it's gonna be a very lucky Zealot.
Holy crap, that was... Oh no!
Well, you know where his army is, so you want to position to soak that incoming attack up. So make sure you max out. Warp in, warp in. More Zealots.
We cannot hold. Highlight for life.
You got an observer there in the center. Try to go and scout a bit with him. Well, your Zealot found a hidden base. That's cool. And yeah, you got Colossus, you got Archon, you got High Templar and Blinkstalkers. You're almost maxed out. Take a fort and attack. And now it just all comes down to you to getting the storms right. And yeah. Also, with the extra money, you can add a few extra gates at your third before you engage, just so you can remax faster.
At the third, really?
Yeah, that's fine. If he like does a double drop in your main and kills all your pylons, you still have gates at the third to warp in and vice versa. So you have some production scattered, so you always can produce. Also add Dark Shrine in the main.
I'm here in the shadows.
So his army is there. I don't know if you saw what I saw, but your observer saw a lot. And watch your minimap and start warping in at your third. Don't watch the battle, just watch. Make sure you defend the main, yeah. You wanna have Zealots for this shit, huh? As much as possible. You can choose to retreat and defend, or rely on warp-ins to defend as an attack with that. Your call. You focused your cybernetics, so make sure you rebuild that. But your Zealots are cleaning up the drop, and you're saying hello in its natural. Make sure you saturate your your fourth base. I mean, get the gases there, and keep warping in. Warp in some Dark Templars in your main, because the drop is still going on. That's a lot of Dark Templars. Now you wanna go. Now you wanna go to his main. You wanna kill all the production in the main. And after your DT's cleaned up now, you wanna send a DT to each base you know about.
One moment. There we go.
Yeah, and now it's all about restabilize. So make Colossus again, because your Robo Bay got sniped, so get a new Robo Bay. Keep warping in whatever you can. And try to stay up in supply. And right now, you're doing fine.
I think I might be winning. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that
So,
much.
but you can't assume that you're gonna win this game. For all he knows, he has a lot of hidden production, flanks you in a second, with a lot of bio, kills all your Colossus like now. So take a fifth. Just take a fifth. And keep warping in. The DTs are going to do some proper harassment, but you want to deny bases right now.
Your warriors
It's
have
all about
engaged the enemy.
base and unit production control. That's all what matters right now.
Vespene Geyser exhausted.
And in the meanwhile, you just keep warping at home, get a solid setback, yeah, solid production up again. So get a second robo. It's totally fine. You can afford it. Also, don't forget, every new base you take, you wanna put cannons there behind the mineral line, because the only way he's gonna come back into this game is through drops. But yeah, this is pretty GG. And do you like playing this sort of more passive style?
I think it's rather fun.
Yeah, I like to play this sort of style as well on the ladder. And yeah, and the more comfortable you will feel doing these type of builds, the faster you can like expand and stuff, you know? But that's just it's a process you have to go through. You will have losses, you have wins, but it's a good basic build to, yeah, it's safe, you know?
Yeah, it really is. I think I might like more, you know, the fast builds where you like forge fast expansions and two base all in and such.
Yeah, but you can 2-base all in with that type of build as well, eh? You can support 8 gates with that build. You can just get 1 forge, get +1 armor, get storm, and then just go charge your Archon. This is the build it's a small modification of the build that Mausmana did in the GSL round of 32 last season.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you.
Alright,
See you later, man.
later man.
Yeah.
Bye.
Alright, do we have time for one more? Yeah,
We
I
have
think
time. Yeah, we have time for one more. So the first person to say something in the free coaching channel
in game, that is.
in game. Free coaching, one word. There we go. Here's the link again.
RB is the first one to say something.
We're coaching. Yeah, Esna. We're coaching any level from bronze to diamond. It doesn't matter.
Nor Terrans, unfortunately. We're not
Not Terran,
very
yeah.
good at Terrans.
Yeah. So if any of you knows a Master Terran and a Master Terran player, or is a Master Terran player, and you're interested in participating in these things, then yeah, feel free to contact us. It's all. I mean, yeah. Then we can just do every race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately you need to have a mic and Skype.
Yeah.
Bronze Zerg, never had a coach or anything, that's cool. I think if you're bronze and you're not feeling that confident with, and maybe just want to improve your mechanics and macro and stuff, I think we don't need an opponent, but rather just play against the computer and practice on like making a lot of units
Yeah,
and
mechanics,
playing
like-
efficiently.
Yeah.
And making sure you're keybind and everything. This is the first time we're doing those kind of coaching sessions, Pathogen.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure we're going to do more of them.
I'm definitely up for that, but so make sure you definitely check out Zeke.com, sign up, or check out LBNT on this channel. Feel free to follow. But on Zeke.com we have also tournaments from bronze to gold. It's called Gold Rush. From gold to platinum is Plat Rush, and from platinum to diamond is Diamond Rush. You can participate in them, and what the idea we had was basically the people who get eliminated early on in the tournament, we can approach them, put them in some sort of database, and put them on the show if they're interested in a later stage. Like every beginning of the month we can do it, and then you can sort of track your own progression, how you do in the tournaments and also on the ladder. So anyway, but we will keep you updated. If you follow us, you can follow us on Twitter for updates. So I will quickly post both of our Twitters and our Twitch channels. So you can just contact us there if you have any questions whatsoever. That's mine, and I'll copy Goat Swarm's info. So I'm quickly gonna check if our next guy is ready. So this is the last one for today, but as I said, there will be more upcoming. So if you missed your chance today, no worries, there's always a next time.
Yeah.
And we just have to discuss among ourselves, like how are we gonna arrange it, how much can we do per month? Because yeah, of course, time limits.
Hmm. Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah,
doing it
yeah.
personally for me, like one evening every week, that's cool. I don't know if with you, but that doesn't really cut into my practice time or anything.
Yeah, and Frosty by TV, we will try to get a Terran for next time.
I'm gonna
But-
actually poke a couple of Terran friends of mine, just gonna
Yes.
see if they wanna.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask around as
participate.
well. But today was just a test, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it actually. So let's have a look. All right, he is here. Our last person for today is going to be another Zerg.
Yeah.
So take it away.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Good evening.
Hey. Yep.
So tell us.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, my main problems. Hey, thanks. I'm not really confident with my English, so please tell me if there's any problem.
I think
That's
it's fine.
All right. So your problem. What is your problem playing as Zerg?
I have trouble against early push versus Protoss,
Mhm.
and against Zerg, general Zerg versus Zerg.
And which one do you want to work on today? Is it the Protoss or the Zerg?
But against Zerg will be great.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll try to.
We'll
fix you
actually
up.
just host up a game against the computer, and I'll try and guide you through a build that is safe.
Okay.
Okay.
That should be very safe.
That should be
And
fine.
Yeah, that's
I'll
great.
try to tell you how to react to different things that might be coming, and at the times they would be arriving. So,
Okay, great.
if you want to host a game, Dirk, actually, I want to
Yeah.
write something to a friend.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, any map is fine.